They say the ocean holds secrets that mankind was never meant to discover. What happens when we accidentally invite those secrets to the surface? Welcome to Blackwater Point. For over a century, this lighthouse guided ships safely away from the jagged rocks. But in 1987, the report claimed he drowned during a storm. But the locals in the mainland village know the truth. We retrace his last steps. With the courage to move up, it was gone. Only puddles of freezing seawater remained on the iron steps. We were miles above the tide. Water shouldn't be here. Reading those words, a sudden wave of dread washed over us. And then, we heard it. A distinct, heavy thud coming from the lamp room at the very top of the tower. His final entry, dated October 14th, read, "I cannot turn the lamp on anymore. They think it's a warning for the ships. They don't understand. The light isn't warning." On the first landing, we found Thomas Vance's living quarters. Everything was left untouched, plates still on the table, but it was his logbook that caught our attention. Inside, the silence is deafening. The massive spiral staircase stretches up into the pitch black. Every step we take echoes through the hollow tower like a heartbeat. Standing at the entrance, the air immediately drops in temperature. It smells heavily of rotting fish and old salt. Or rather, it was forced open from the outside. Before I could even scream, the machinery behind me groaned to life. The gears screamed. The dead lamp, which hadn't worked in decades, with a blinding, searing light. And then, I saw it. Deep beneath the crushing black waves, a glow. Massive, bioluminescent, the water was moving strangely. I walked over to the reinforced glass and looked down at the ocean. The storm was raging, but directly below the lighthouse, the water was moving strangely. We finally reached the top, the lamp room. The air up here was suffocating, heavy with the stench of the deep sea. The massive Fresnel lens sat dead in the center. Before I could even scream, the machinery behind me groaned to life. The gears screamed. The dead lamp, which hadn't worked in decades, with a blinding, searing light.
We slammed the iron hatch shut and threw our body weight onto it. Whatever was coming up those stairs wasn't Thomas Vance. The things slamming against the metal beneath our feet were strong, too strong. The metal began to buckle. The hinges screamed, and then the hatch lifted just an inch. Through the gap, a pale, webbed hand with black claws round. He was taken. We barely escaped with our lives, climbing down the exterior maintenance ladder in the dead of night. Blackwater Lighthouse has remained dark ever since. If you ever see a light shining from those cliffs,